So, as I was saying, even if you are so blind that you don't know that cryptocurrency is like the next thing that is coming up right now, you kind of see the trend going on, presidents doing even the crypto thing. And also, like I was saying, when a new trend comes in, the next thing you're going to see is a new way of scams and a whole lot of mistakes coming up in that kind of situation. So please, if anyone joins, can you please mute your mic? So when you come into every new trend, there's always scams, there's always mistakes, people losing their money because they don't know much about it, and so many other things. So in this class, we're just going to be talking about cryptocurrency, the basic level in cryptocurrency. So we're not going to be going too deep because going too deep is going to confuse everybody if you're new in crypto. So we're going to talk about cryptocurrency, how to trade crypto, best platform to use and trade crypto, how to keep your coins safe, how to trade safely, and how to spot scams. And also, we're going to discuss more things that you can also do with cryptocurrencies because it's not just about trading and just not only about trading and taking interest on the charts. There's also more things that you can do on cryptocurrency. So for our guests here, we have two guests in here. One is David. David Ngene is also a verified merchant and is also a cryptocurrency trader for some years now, who is going to be also be giving us some education on what he thinks about crypto. So, David, can you please introduce yourself to everyone before we start?
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is David, and I'm happy to be here. I'm a verified merchant from the days of Bybit, from the days of Binance till now. So I work on Bybit and some other crypto platform. So I'm happy to be here.
Okay, thank you. So another person that we have as guest here is Ernest. And Ernest, please, can you introduce yourself to us? Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Good day, everyone. My name is Nkabo Ernest. I'm a professional freelancer with more than over 4 years of experience in this in freelancing. So I'm also a crypto trader. So today we are going to talking about more about crypto and how to link crypto to freelancing. So thank you.
Nationalism.
Sorry, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know I was on mute all this time. Oh my God. I didn't know I was on mute all this time. Sorry. So I will start afresh. Sorry for the inconvenience. So what I was saying earlier before I got muted without knowing is that we are going to be talking about crypto today, right? So we're going to be talking about crypto today. So I was telling you guys about what did I even start again before? Sorry, I'm saying everything from my head. I don't have any books that I've written down, so everything is coming from my head, so I can make mistakes along the way. So it's an interactive class. But before we go into the interaction, I was telling you guys that I was telling you guys that what is cryptocurrency all about? So cryptocurrency is basically money. It's just that it's the money that you can't touch. Just like the way you have your dollar, the way you have your naira, the way you have your pounds, euro, that's the same way you have digital currencies in different, like it's different currencies. So cryptocurrency is literally money. The only difference is that you can't actually touch it. And another difference it has with fiat money is that you don't need the bank to process your payment. So you don't need banks to process your payments for you. You can literally do that yourself, and you are fully responsible for your own security and your own money. So that's just the difference with cryptocurrency and fiat money. It's being processed on the blockchain while the fiat money is being done through banks, basically. So that's the difference. So in terms of someone that is saying, how do I start trading cryptocurrency in 2025? What I don't know why I have to always unmute somebody. Like you're going to usually start removing people from the class if you can't stay mute. If you want to say something, then you can unmute yourself. It doesn't seem good for your environment to be noisy and then you unmute yourself. It's going to distract us a lot. So in terms of how do you start trading crypto in 2025? Because many of you guys have interest in cryptocurrency. Like basically everyone knows a friend that knows a friend that makes money in crypto and they would like to learn how to make money in crypto. Everyone here knows a friend that makes money in dollars. So you also want to learn how to be able to make money in dollars. And one of those ways is through cryptocurrency. So everybody basically wants to start knowing how to trade cryptocurrency and how do they actually go about it. So in terms of how do you start trading cryptocurrency in 2025? Well, it's just the normal thing that I would say you need to have an account. Like I said, this class is just going to be basics, right? Don't worry, we're going to get into everything. Basically, just need to have an account. Someone that wants to trade cryptocurrency, you can't trade it with in the real physically. It's digital money. So you need to have an account signed up with an exchange. I'm going to be telling you guys exchanges that you can work with that will help you trade. But you need to have an account with an exchange, basically. Have an account, maybe have some money in the account if you want to buy or sell assets, and have a bit more knowledge about cryptocurrencies. That's just basically what I would say if you want to start trading crypto in 25. It's not like it's so hard. It's never been hard to it's never been easier to trade crypto than 2025. I'll just give you guys some platform that you can use to trade cryptocurrency and like some other places that you can do it. So that's just how you can start trading cryptocurrency in 2025. So in terms of like what kind of trades can you do in crypto? Like because if you are trading cryptocurrency, you ask yourself, what am I even trading? They have like two types of trading. So you need to know the one you're actually going to be trading. You have the spot trading, and you have what they call spot trading, and you have what they call futures trading. Now, spot trading is the one that where in the sense that you buy the assets. Let's say you buy, let me use a very simple example. You go and buy dollars because you know that dollar is low now. Maybe dollar was 1,500 naira per 1,500 per dollar yesterday, and today is 1,300, and you go and buy the dollar, and with the intention to hold that dollar for as long as possible to know if naira will rise to maybe 1.7 or to know if it rises to 1.7 or 1.8 for you to sell it and make some profits. That's just like you buying and holding. So spot trading is literally you buying and holding, trying to make up profits. So you buy a particular currency, maybe you can buy Bitcoin, maybe you can buy Ethereum, you can buy it and then you hold it with the intention of holding it for a few weeks, a few months to then sell it off and make profits off that. That is spot trading. And that is the easiest one anyone can do. That is the one I would advise everyone that's a beginner in trading to get into first, spot trading. Because the reason why I say you should go for spot trading is that at least you are not overwhelming yourself and you are buying cryptocurrency that you already have an idea and the history of it, knowing that overall it always goes up, even if it goes down sometimes. They have futures trading. Now, futures trading is the one that is more risky because it's more like contracts. I don't know how to explain contract the best, but it's just like Forex. in crypto space, where you enter a trade, you put stop loss and you put take profits. I don't know if we know what is stop loss or what is take profit, but futures trading is like is more risky. Is a more risky way of trading. And if you are here and you are new to trading, I will not advise you to ever do futures trading for now. I advise you go into spot trading when you have more idea of spot trade, when you have like years of experience doing spot trading, then you can now get into crypto futures trading. So that's what I would say. So they have two types of trading: spot trading and futures trading. Spot trading is the one you buy and hold for a long time, looking to make profit off it. Meanwhile, spot futures trading is the one you enter today and you're looking to close it today again. It's like making short-term profit, and you have to put your stop loss, take profit, and you also have to talk about how much you are losing. More like contract trade. You speculate price of trading. You understand? Without actually owning the assets. So that's the difference. So in terms of what's the best platform you can go and do this spot trading and crypto trading on, like because the spot trading and crypto, I told you guys that how do you start trading on 2025? You have to use a platform. You can't trade it. You can't trade it physical, right? You have to use a platform. And I told you guys that. One second. And I told you guys that you have to use a platform. And I told you guys that I'll tell you the platform that you can use to get into this trading. So you have different platforms that you can use, but these ones here are the one I would really recommend that is quite easy for everyone to get into, easy for everyone to use, and the one that is quite user friendly. So you have Binance. I believe many people know Binance already. You have Binance, you have Bybit, you have KuCoin, and you have KuCoin, and you have OKX. So each of these platforms is where you can be able to buy and sell cryptocurrency at your own convenience, at your own time, anytime you want to do that. So these platforms, you can use them to trade crypto. These are the best 4 platforms I recommend anyone here to use. If you're looking to get into cryptocurrency, these platforms is your go-to. So in terms of trading, like I said, I told you guys that you guys should look to enter into spot trading because that one is the easiest. You usually just buy a coin and hold it, hoping that it will go up in long run for you to then be able to sell it off and make profit. But now your question will be, how do I know which coin I'm going to buy? How do I know if it's going to make profit or not? How do I know if it's going to pump? How do I know this coin I'm buying is not going to keep dropping? That is what's going to be the next question in your minds. So there are different ways that you can actually know which coin is going to do well and the one that is not going to do well. They have different ways to know. I've listed out these 4 ways, but there's different more ways that you can find out more. But these 4 ways are the top ways that you need to look out for every project that is going to do well in the crypto space. The first one is the market trend. So market trend in the sense that is, how do I explain market trend for you guys? So like market trend in the sense that so let's say market trend in the sense that if you look at the long-term history of that chart. Example, let's say Bitcoin. So when you want to, let's say you say I want to be buying Bitcoin now, but you want to know how will you know if Bitcoin is going to do well? One of the ways is just by going to the history, the last 4 years, the last 5 years of Bitcoin, and seeing what has happened in the last 5 years. Has it been going up or has it been going down? It's more like zooming out, like Google Map. When you go to the map and you see everything, you come very close. You are seeing your streets, your houses, the roads, and you're asking yourself, how do I know which city is more organized? Which city is doing well in terms of road network? The only way you can know is when you zoom out. Because when you zoom out, you get to see everything. You get to see the bigger picture. So same thing with crypto. When you want to know a coin that will do well, one way that you can do it is by checking the history. Maybe the last 4 years of that cryptocurrency, the last 5 years, what has it been doing? Do you understand? So if you can be able to see what it has been doing in the last 4 years, 5 years, that can give you an idea of where it's actually going tomorrow. Same thing with everything in life, even in business. If you are doing business and you want to know where your business will be next year, you look at where your business has been in the last 3 years to see if it's going up or down. That's the same thing. Now, the second one is real world utility. Now, there are some cryptocurrencies that have actual real world value in terms of they are actually used in the real world. So if you're looking to buy a cryptocurrency, another thing you want to look at is actually used in the real world.
2-0.
You guys need in peace, peaceful peace. You're not very peaceful tonight. So the next one is real world utility. So some cryptocurrencies are actually being used in real life. Like example, I would say, let me use for example Bitcoin. You can go to a store or you can go to where you want to buy a vehicle, and they will tell you that you can pay with using Bitcoin. You can go to some events, and just because you have access to some cryptocurrency, you get to enter those events. So basically, you're also looking out for the cryptocurrencies that have real world use, that are being used in the real world, that have some value in the real world, not just in the digital world, and also in the real world, physical world. You want those cryptocurrencies to have a real world value. Then the third one that I want to touch upon is social media and news. Yes, I know that the trend going on now is that social media is all about fake news, that the real life, that social media life is not real life. But in crypto, social media life is actually real life, because the more a currency is trending, the more it's likely going to do well. So you also need the social media and news, the trend, to be on that currency's favor. These are the things you need to look out for if you want to invest into a digital currency. Market trend, what is it being used in the real world? In social media, is it being talked about a lot, right? And then whale movements. What I mean by whale movements is the big investors, basically. Big investors need to be able to be invested in that cryptocurrency. Example, if you see two currencies, one of them, I know everyone here knows Elon Musk, or everyone here knows, let's say, Elon Musk. If you have two digital currency, one is backed by Elon Musk and the other one is backed by someone you don't even know, most likely the one backed by Elon Musk has chance of doing well more than the other one. Not that only Elon Musk comes in and makes you do well, but because he's a big investor. Like, apart from being a big investor, you also want to watch out for is the coin. It doesn't even have to be Elon Musk. It can be anybody, but as long as money is coming into that currency, you see a lot of investors investing into that project. That gives you an idea that it's going to do well because it has big investors and it has liquidity, it has money to be able to push through. So these are the things you want to look out for before you look to invest in the cryptocurrency. Now I'll just go through all the slides and then we'll tell our guests to give us a bit insight on one or two things. So the next one I want to talk about is how do you manage risk in crypto trading? If you are trading your cryptocurrency, how do you think you can manage your risk? Because many people are scared of trading cryptocurrency and they would like to know how they can be able to manage risk and also like not to lose their money, because you don't want to. We are living in Nigeria, our currency is very flat. So when you manage to hustle and put some money into your wallet, is not usually not cheap. So you want that money to be able to make you some money and not for you to lose it. So your question will be, how do I manage my money? How do I not lose my money in this crypto, right? So the first one I will say, the first one is always to use stop loss, but that one is only if you are doing futures trading. But even if you are buying a real life cryptocurrency, you also have to use stop loss. Let's say you want to buy a cryptocurrency that is currently worth at $1. You can have a stop loss saying that if this coin goes below $0.50, I don't want to, I will sell it off. That is you having a stop loss, saying to yourself that once I lose this amount of money in this project, I want to be out of it. I'm no more interested. You don't just wait until you lose your entire money before you know that it has been a bad investment, because bad investment happens in everything. You can buy a land today, even the land that is the best thing to buy. You can buy your land today, and in the next 5 years, government will come and take it away from you, telling you that it's no more your land. You've lost all the money. That's a bad investment. So bad investment happens. So you want to use stop loss to be able to shield yourself from losing everything in a bad investment. So that's one. Second one is to diversify your portfolio. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Do you understand? If you are a person that has a lot of money, if you are someone that is rich, what makes you rich is diversified portfolio. What makes you a rich person is that you have a lot of things that is paying you money. You have your business, you have your online space, you have your social media paying you. Maybe you're also a content creator, you have lands, you have real estate. Money is coming in from every angle. So when this one is in scarcity, the other one is supplying you with money. So that's what makes you rich. And that's the same thing with cryptocurrency, diversified portfolio. You don't want to buy only one crypto with all your money. What if it doesn't do well? You don't want to buy you don't want to buy only one cryptocurrency with all your money. Because like, what if it doesn't do well? What if what if it turns out a bad investment? So you want to have like 4 to 5 cryptos where you like. After watching everything I've told you guys, you need to watch out for. You have seen everything you want to see, and you think these projects are very good projects to buy. Then you want to be looking at 5 or 4 of them, so that when you buy all 5 or 4 of them, at least that way you have a diversified portfolio. If one doesn't go well, the other one may go well. If the other one doesn't go well, another one can go well. That is you giving yourself 5 different lives in one capital, right? So the next one is risk what you can afford to lose. Same thing as stop loss, risking what you can afford to lose. Just because they say cryptocurrency is good, it pays money, does not mean that you should don't carry all the money in your bank account and go and put in cryptocurrency, because you can lose it, and that will be a problem. So you want to be able to risk what you can afford to lose. Example, let's say you have $1,000 that you can afford to lose, and you want to put it into cryptocurrency. You can start to, like, let's say $200 or $100. Invest in some assets and see how that plays out. That is you risking what you can afford to lose. So thinking ahead of time, risking small and not blowing all your money. So then the next one is staying updated. I do not say you should buy crypto and then go and sleep and forget about it forever. You need to also always look out for the news, look out for what's happening in that coin. Has there been any updates? Is there bad things going on? Because you can see some news that will make you say, okay, I want to sell off this asset. Example, let's say you buy that time Nigeria. I don't know if you guys know when Nigeria launched cryptocurrency called eNaira, a very dumb currency, but they launched a cryptocurrency called eNaira. So let's say you buy it, hoping that it will do well, and then you start hearing news that everybody is not interested in the coin. People are reporting the coin, saying it's a useless project. When you start hearing that kind of thing, that makes you go and say, okay, I feel like this coin will not do well. Let me go and sell it off. So staying updated with the news can help you make good investments in crypto and not really blow your money or in one investment. So next one I will talk about is what is the best wallet to store your crypto assets. Just like your money, when you have money, they ask you where's the best place to keep your money. Some will say Access Bank, some will say UBA, some will say Zenith. These are all firms that help you to keep your money safe. Same thing with crypto. They are all apps that you can use to store your digital currency and for you to keep it safe in your own convenience, right? So these are what are the best wallets to store your cryptocurrency. You have Ledger. If you are looking to hold it for a long time, you have Ledger and Trezor. These are hardware wallets. These wallets that you can actually hold, like a wallet. I don't have it here, but it's hardware wallet. You can actually hold it and you can store your cryptocurrency in it. It's like a small device that your currency can stay in it, right? And you also have the one that is hot wallet, which is the one of apps like Trust Wallet, Safe Power, and Exodus. Now, some people may be wondering what is different between platforms where you can trade currency and then wallets where you can store it. Because I mentioned to you guys about Bybit, OKX, the best platform to trade currencies or to trade your assets on. What is the difference between those platforms and these crypto wallets? So those platforms are basically exchanges. It's for public use. Everybody comes there to trade. Do you understand me? But this wallet is your own private wallet. It's where you are keeping your own cryptocurrency. Everyone does not access it. Do you understand? So that's the difference. This one is more private, and Bybit and OKX, they are more like they are public exchange where everybody comes to trade on a day-to-day basis. So if you're looking to store your assets, let's say you want to buy and hold, you want to buy it and then keep it, hold it in these platforms where it feels a bit more safe. Please, if you can take a screenshot or take notes of these things, please do. And if you can go and back and watch these classes, please do to get a grasp of all these things. Then the minimum amount to start trading with. I think amount that you want to start trading with depends on you. You are the one that will decide how much you want to start to trade with. Some may say what they can afford to lose is $100. Cool, start with that. And some may also say that what they can afford to lose is $500. Start with that. If you say you can afford to lose $1,000, that's very good. So the amount you start trading with depends on how much you can afford to lose. It doesn't depend on, there's no universal amount that they say is the best. There's no best amount. So whatever you can afford to lose is good to start with. But me, I would say the least you should be doing is from $100 and above for a Nigerian. But if you're living well, if you're doing well, then you start starting with like $500. That's a very good thing. That's a very good amount to be able to help you realize your profit. When you make profit, it should seem like a substantial profit. So how do you identify scam projects? How do you know scam crypto? How do you know coins that are fake? How do you know the ones you shouldn't be buying? Even though you see many, how do you know which one you should not be buying? So it's like that same thing I've mentioned to you guys. Clear use case. Is it being used in the real world? Does it solve a real world problem? Is it being used in the real world? If that coin is something that you only see it in this platform, but you have never heard of it in the real world, it's not in the news, you don't even see it anywhere, it's likely not going to end up a good investment. It needs to have a real world use, just like utility. It needs to be used in the real world, right? Now, if it's also being led by an anonymous team, a team that you don't know, like they are not being that you don't know who owns this currency, you don't know the teams that are backing it, you don't know people that are in charge of this cryptocurrency, you don't know people that are the hosts. You need to know them. If you can't know them, then that's a red flag. It's not a good one. Then the too good to be true returns, the ones that are promising very high returns, is literally not anything that is too good to be true is usually not true. Same thing with life. Anything that is too good to be true. Bring 1,000 naira and tomorrow you make 20,000 naira. Doesn't make any sense. Why? What is it that will give you that money? If it's too good to be true, it's usually not true. So the next one is low liquidity or fake volume. So it's also the same thing as having money. People are investing in it. So if they don't have investors, right? If they don't have investors coming into that crypto project, then most likely it's not going to do well because nobody believes in it, right? So you need to, if it's going to do well, it needs to have people backing it up. It needs to have people investing in it. So if there's no one investing in it, then that project is likely not going to do very well, because what makes a coin pump is investors, human. It's money that makes a coin pump, right? So for the power website, it's not actually power website, but it can also play a role. But also another thing is checking community feedback and just seeing things you want to look at, like taking the news, following up on news, and trying to find out more things about the coin before you actually invest in it. That's what I mean by community audit, checking audits and community feedback, asking people already in the coin, seeing what they are talking about it, how it's doing for their own portfolio before you actually go in and invest in it, right? So that's what check audits is all about. So I think this is where the next thing they'll talk about is what more we can do with crypto. This is where NS will talk to us. But for now, I want to ask, I'll just give a question to our audience. David, I believe he's still here. So I would like him to kind of touch up one or two things as a verified merchant that works for Binance and Bybit. I would like him to touch up on his experiences trading on Bybit or Binance, his experience, the biggest challenge he has seen people fall for, biggest scam he has seen people fall for, and the advice he has for anyone that is new here that is trying to get into crypto trading. So I'm going to give the floor to David to give us something.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I believe you all can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if others can.
Oh, so my name is David. Like I've introduced before, I've been a verified merchant from the days of Binance. I think I was newly introduced into crypto in the early months of 2021. I think January, February, I was introduced into crypto. I had no knowledge about crypto. You understand? And the first thing I did on crypto platform was trading as a verified merchant. I would say my experience there was, at first it was sweet. It was very sweet. I would say it was very sweet. Then for a long time, it started becoming very difficult and with a lot of things which I won't want to say here because saying it here is a kind of bringing up bad, bad knowledge about crypto. But crypto is good. Imagine a way you can make money, and once you make one from internet, like try to convert it to your local currency, like you have more of your local currency. So you see, crypto is very good. You understand? Crypto is something I advise everybody to go into. So I started as a P2P merchant. From there, I diversified. I entered into another thing. I started trading crypto, started doing sports trading, which is swapping. I used to buy, there's one currency there called NGN, but currently the currency is not in the market now. So we buy NGN and we swap to USDT and we get more of USDT when we buy less NGN. Like when we buy less NGN, we get more of USDT and we then go and sell in the P2P market. So it was very fun. So it was sweet as well. It was sweet as well. So
David,
I would say crypto is good. But before
David,
you go into crypto, okay.
Okay, so I think what people would like to know, because for someone that is new, hearing you right now, it will sound a bit overwhelming in terms of I don't even know what crypto is, and I'm hearing NGN, USDT. What are you talking about? So like, I think what someone that is new would like to know now, because you said that a few bad memories that you wouldn't want to bring back. So for someone, let's say I'm new now to cryptocurrency and I'm trying to get into cryptocurrency, I think what I want to hear is those bad experience you had. So I won't go and experience the same thing. Do you understand? So I think we would like to hear 1 or 2 points. Just use like 2 minutes to give us a few insights on those bad experiences you had, so that we don't go and experience the same thing on our own portfolio for someone like starting.
Okay, one thing I would like to share here is my own parts of the crypto trading. You understand? I'm a P2P merchant, and I would say I have had a lot of bad experiences. Which one of it is buying at a high rate and selling at a lower rate. That's the number one bad experience I've had. And secondly is receiving bad inflow, bad naira. Do you understand? That's the second thing. And the third of it is, we used to encounter a lot of things, and some merchants by some counterparts might come online to sell to you with a bad mood. And when you pay the counterpart, the person will be like, I'm not releasing till tomorrow. It's a very tough thing, you understand? So it's something that, discourage somebody that is new in that crypto space. You understand? So that has been one of my experiences that I wouldn't want to, That is it.
All right. So another question I think some people here may have is because they hear you say, I'm a P2P merchant. What is P2P?
Okay, P2P, another name for P2P is peer-to-peer. Do you understand? It's a platform where you exchange your crypto assets to your local currency. Do you understand? So I think the only P2P platform we have in this country now is Bybit. Yeah, during the days of Binance, we have other P2P platforms like KuCoin, Bybit, and a lot of them, which I can't mention. But Binance was very popular then, and their support is always active, unlike Bybit now. But Bybit is okay, is still good, but you know, uh, P2P is a place you exchange your crypto assets for your local currency.
All right, thank you so much for that. So I don't know if there's anyone here that has a question for David before I go on. If someone here has a question for, okay, let's say you guys can hold your question, and once we are done, once David is done and NS is done, then you can throw your questions to any of them, and they'll give you a response to your answer before we call an end to the class. So another thing I would like to ask David right now is, because I talked about I said minimum amount to start trading. I gave my opinion on the amount everyone should start trading with. I was saying that it depends on what you're able to afford to lose, but maybe David may have a different opinion to that. So Dave, can you tell the class, like someone that is new to trading, like your first time you started trading, what was the amount you started with that made everything work so well for you? Or did you have to go, like, can you tell us the amount you came into trading with and how that amount went for you?
Okay. When I started crypto, I think USDT rate to Naira then was 500 Naira to 1 USDT. So, it's not this high. Like, it wasn't that high as it is now. You understand? So, no amount is small. But the more your money, the more asset you have in crypto. You understand? No, I don't have any specific amount that I would say I tag for anybody that is starting new. You understand? But I do tell the people that is starting new that the more money you have, the more chances you have to make more profits. And the more your money, the more you have chances of, you can lose more. You understand? The more your money, the more chances of making more, and the more you are open to losing more. So that is it. You can just start with any amount that is okay for you.
Okay. So one more
Yeah.
question I'm going to throw at you right now is, how am I going to put this question? I will say, for you now, having all these experiences, because I brought you in this class, but I personally know you have a lot of experience trading this crypto space. So for you now that has been trading for a long time, using what will you say, like when you started, before you started, was there something you read that helped you to get into crypto that made the process smooth for you? Was there something you read, or did you go to something, or did you learn from someone? Can you tell us how you were able to get your idea and experience that made you to get into crypto trading and P2P?
Okay. For me, I was introduced into crypto by someone who is close to me. You understand? So it was just like a paid mentorship. So the person is always close to me to direct me on things to do to avoid losing money. You understand? There was never a special book I read for crypto trading. You understand? And there is this thing he told me, and which I always like telling people. In crypto trading, there is no particular thing that works for everybody. Do you understand? Like, you have to find out what will work for you, and you start implementing it. Do you understand? So basically, there is no article I read for crypto trading. It's just a paid mentorship, and I had to improve because I was dedicated and I really wanted to learn and I really wanted to earn in dollars. So that's it.
Okay, so in terms of, you say, one last question, this is my last question. So you say
All right.
something about finding something that works for you. So in my last class, when we were talking about forex, I told people, okay, this is how you can find what works for you in forex. You can do this, do this, do this. If you can do these things, the results will now help you, guide you into what is going to work for you. So you now saying that people should find what will work for them. Can you give someone a glimpse of how they can find what will work for them? Just if you have anything you can add to that, something that you can do or a process that can go through that will eventually lead them to finding something that works for them.
Oh, all right. Okay. For me personally, I would say, there are so many things you can do in crypto. Do you understand? Aside being a P2P merchant, you can also be a sports trader and you can also be a futures trader. And you can also, there's this Web3 space you can also be involved in. You understand? So personally, for my own field, I would say finding what works for you is like knowing how to read the market, knowing when to, buy and hold an asset, knowing when to sell off. Do you understand? During the days of Binance, like I used to say, there is this pair called NGN USDT. This NGN USDT, once I want to make my purchase, I do go to this pair and check the current rate of NGN over USDT. If the current rate of NGN, for instance, if the current rate of NGN over USDT is at 1,400, I'm just giving an instance. That means on the P2P platform, the the rate for buying one USDT shouldn't be above 1,390 to 1,410. Do you understand? So I just made this thing something that works for me, and it's working for me. So if I want to enter the market and I see that the market is above 1,410, I don't need to buy because at that spot trade, the rate is below 1,410. So it means that maybe there is a high demand of a dollar in the market and there is a low supply. So I will have to calm down for those that are in need of the asset to get at that rate that is high. Then I know the market will still bounce back. So I don't rush in. You understand? So
Okay.
it's one of the things that work for me. I also check the news. You understand? It's just like what you said, checking the news and watching, monitoring, volume spikes.
Okay.
So what is one of the things that works for me. So for others, it might be hard for them to understand, but for me, this is what I've understood and I study it very well and it works for me and I'm making my pay from it.
Okay, thank you so much. So please
Yeah.
stay tuned because I think some students may have questions that they want to ask you to kind of learn more
All
from
right.
you. So their question will be coming. So, but because you talked about all this P2P, ending in T through P2P, and many people are maybe wondering what is that. Some might say, I don't think I'm interested in this P2P. Some might say, I don't think I want to do this P2P in terms of it may seem a bit difficult for them. And that's why I brought Ernest to also tell us one or two things about a different way that somebody can make money in cryptocurrency without actually trading. Because it sounds impossible, but it's possible that someone can be able to make money with you can learn about cryptocurrency now and be able to make money from that without even trading. That is interesting. So I think that's why I brought Ernest here. So Ernest, please, can you tell us one or two things that makes that possible as someone that is a freelancer on Fiverr and has experience of cryptocurrency? Can you please take us through that and tell us how can someone be able to make money with their crypto knowledge without actually trading or risking their own money on crypto? Please, can you guys hear Ernest? Can you guys please know if you can hear Ernest well?
I can't hear anybody speak. Can't hear Ernest speaking. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. I think let me see. Ernest, can you speak again? I think Ernest network is bad. So I don't know. It is always easy to join, or his network is
Maybe it's network.
yes. I think his network is very good. Maybe it is easy to join again.
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me?
There comes Ernest. Yes, I can hear you, but your voice still echoes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ernest. I'm a freelancer. I'm also a forex trader and a crypto trader. I started trading crypto 2022, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, including FX market. So most of the times when we start talking about crypto, I always say is just a normal currency we normally use to transact. I call it digital assets that you cannot feel, like you cannot hold it, but you can have it. So and the people mainly pay their attention on how they can buy crypto, how they can trade crypto on futures, both in spot trading and a lot more. So, but coming to me, I normally tell people that if you did not manage your risk in crypto trading, you will lose a lot. And the Morgan have already said that, yeah, Morgan have already said that if you're unable to manage your risk very, very well, you're going to lose in the game. Yeah. So me, I'm a financial analyst and I pay more attention on risk management. That is where my attention pays. So if you can manage your risk, even if it is 1% you are making in whatever you are doing, grow the 1%, you will see yourself being profitable. So I am that forex trader or a crypto trader or a freelancer that have this mindset of cumulative profits, not getting everything once or getting 100% once. So if you can risk one to gain two, and you are doing that in a trade line direction, you actually keep on what? Making profits. So I normally say that the word cryptocurrency is very, very vast. It's very, very big. So I normally use that first three words that is there. And if you're unable to make use of your risk management, is going to lead you from that three first words, correct? That three letter words in the crypto market, which is cry. So I say that cryptocurrency without risk management, will lead you what? To cry in the market. So risk management is one of the things I normally pay attention. Both my student or whosoever that is joining this class, pay attention to risk management. There are a lot of strategy out there that you can buy on spot, trade on futures, and do whatever. I've traded on futures. I have lost my first money I lost in futures 2022. I can't remember. I can't forget that date. It was on July 31st. I lost $300 like this. I lost the $300 within 5 minutes. So then I don't understand the concept of what is risk management. So, but in this class, as a freelancer, I'm going to link in the synergy between freelancing and also cryptocurrency. So, which is empowering individuals to work remotely and earn in decentralized what assets and secure what their financial what future.
Okay.
So apart from normal trading in your futures or trading in your spot trading,
there is a way that you can also earn having what? This what crypto mindset or this crypto knowledge. Because I believe that we are in a world that it is a must that you're supposed to have at least the knowledge of what cryptocurrency is all about. Because time will come that as POS is have already reached everywhere, a lot of bankers are already losing their jobs because of POS is almost what's available everywhere. The same thing with what crypto. A time will come that even if you went to supermarket, you can pay to them using your digital assets. No need of you using your cash or using your Naira or whatsoever you are using. So you can also do transaction using crypto. So you having the mindset or having the knowledge of crypto is not a waste. So it is a knowledge that it is a must. So far we are in this generation of what? Cryptocurrency. So it is a must. You have to understand what is crypto and how you can make use of it and how it can benefit you. So it's not only having the knowledge, but it cannot benefit you. Any knowledge you have that cannot benefit you is a useless knowledge. So there is a lot of way that you can actually use those knowledge you make. Sorry. Sorry. There is a way that you can use that knowledge you have on cryptocurrency to earn also. So that is where freelancing actually comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. So what I want to ask is, because everybody is here today, I told them that there's also other ways that they can be able to make money in cryptocurrency without actually trading. So you as a freelancer, I know you as a freelancer, you trade, you render services on Fiverr. So first of all, I would like you to give us an idea of what people can do with Fiverr. But before that, I want to ask you, please tell us what is Fiverr actually? What is that name, Fiverr? That thing that you do that I know gives you a lot of money. What is Fiverr?
Okay. I'm going to use Fiverr is just a platform where you can sell your skills. That is what Fiverr is all about. Like your Binance. Binance is where you can sell your digital assets. The same thing with Fiverr. So before I talked about Fiverr, I want to talk about one thing, which is freelancing. So I normally see that freelancing is when you work for yourself instead of being employed by a company. You offer your services to different clients or different buyers and get paid project or tax. So that is what freelancing is. So you performing or giving out skills you have, both your crypto skills, because learning crypto, having crypto knowledge is a skills. So you offering your crypto knowledge or your crypto mindset or your crypto understanding to people, selling it on on a platform called Fiverr. So it's just a platform where people can come and do buy your skills, pay for your skills. Even how to trade P2P, you can make a video or you can come to Fiverr. You'll be like, I can help you to understand the concept of P2P. And you can see that you can sell this your skills, or you can help them to teach them this your skills at the amount of $50, maybe in 20 minutes or so. So you are selling that your skills on Fiverr. So you're teaching people how to make use of all these platforms in cryptocurrency. It's also a skills, it's a digital skills that you learn or you know on your own that you can sell it on Fiverr. There are a lot of skills apart from cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is one of the financial markets we have. So it's under programming and we have Web3 and so on. There's a lot of niches or a lot of categories that you can actually sell on this Fiverr apart from normal cryptocurrency. Yeah, apart from normal cryptocurrency. So Fiverr is just that platform that make room of connecting a buyer and a seller. So who are those buyers and those sellers? You coming to Fiverr, selling your skills as a crypto trader or as a crypto analyst or as a crypto mogul or as a fundamental analyst, because I believe more that crypto is beyond normal technical analysis. it also have that concept of what fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis is you knowing what is happening in the market. As Morgan have already said earlier, that news and so on is also what one of the what knowledge or one of the things you need to understand before you buy a particular asset. So you as a fundamental analyst on what on crypto trading can come to Fiverr and what telling people or preaching people or helping people to understand the concept of what cryptocurrency is all about, using fundamental analysis, how to buy coin that is pumping, how to analyze the coin that is going up or going down, or how to sell or how to buy in the world in Binance or in Bybit or any exchanger. You understand? So buying or selling your skills on Fiverr can help you generate an income that you can use to also buy a cryptocurrency or what on exchange.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So now that you've told us what Fiverr is and what is being done on Fiverr, because I brought you here because I know verified that you do Fiverr and it pays you a lot of money, right? So you have told us what exactly is Fiverr and what is done there. So someone that is watching this class now, thinking, okay, how can I make money with my crypto knowledge on Fiverr? You have told them that they can sell, maybe example, they can learn how the P2P works, or they can learn how another aspect of cryptocurrency works. And then in return, they can make a video, or maybe they can go on that Fiverr and advertise that they know how to do this and they can teach it for this amount of money, right? So now the person is wondering, if I go to that Fiverr, how do I advertise this? What do I do? Where do I start? What do I like? If I get to that Fiverr, what next?
Okay, this is one of the questions that many people normally ask me. Yeah. So how can I know? How can I sell? And how can I know what to offer to people? You understand, as a skills that I am selling. So I'm going to give just a few scenario on how you can make money on Fiverr, or how you can what create a gig on Fiverr. Because coming to Fiverr itself, there's what we call gig. So what is gig? Gig is just like advertising what you are doing. That is what is gig. So we are using advertisement to attract the what people that are what want to buy our skills. So how can we do that? One, I normally say that apart from selling your fundamental analysis on Fiverr, one, coming to Fiverr, you need to understand that there are some certain skills that is needed. It's not every skills on crypto that is needed on Fiverr. So how can you do that? Now, I call it niching down. You need to niche down what you can offer and what is actually selling on Fiverr. You niche it down. I call it niche it down. And that after that, there's what we call title optimization. You need to use a captivating title, telling people, okay, I'm a crypto trader. I can help you to do so and so. Do you understand? So using a captivating title to attract buyers. Whenever they read your title of what you are selling, it will appetize them to click on your gig or chat you up. Do you understand? Then after that, you can get okay. After that, that is the main thing you have to use, and then you can do a video of yourself preaching to people. This is what I am doing. Because whenever a buyer see your video on Fiverr, it will make him to know what you are actually selling. So this is one of the easiest way to sell on Fiverr. This is one of the easiest ways to sell on Fiverr. One, niching down what you are doing, niching down. And two, using a very good title, and then creating a portfolio or creating a video of yourself, teaching what you are offering. So that is it.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So you've already told us that what I understand from what you said, you say that for us to sell on Fiverr, or for us to be able to render our service on Fiverr, the things that we need to do is when you get to the Fiverr, you open an account, of course. Every app, you need to open an account. You open an account, and then you create something called a gig and advertise it. So people here are wondering, what is a gig? What is that thing that I have to create to stay and tell people that I sell this thing? So tell me what is a gig? That's something that you say that we have to create it in the app. So what is that thing? What is a gig? That's like the question I have for you.
Okay. I'm going to explain what is gig in just in one word. Just in one word. It's just like your billboard that you normally see along the road if you are passing. That billboard is advertising something, the product that is selling. So coming to Fiverr, that billboard that we are seeing on the road, coming to Fiverr, we call it gig. That thing you are what selling. So that is what gig is all about. Something that you make your buyer or someone that need your skills what that will attract your buyer. That is what is a gig. You understand? So each niche have a way you can arrange your gig, or have a way that you can make your gig different from others. Always make a difference so that the algorithm can carry your gig. That is just it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So you say we go to Fiverr, we create a gig, and your advice to us is just like the billboard you see on the road. The gig is a billboard that is advertising what you are offering. But in Fiverr, as it works with algorithm, it's an app. So of course it works with algorithm. You want to make your own billboard to look a bit different from other people's billboard so that something can differentiate your billboard so that you don't look like another person. And then the algorithm of the app will not think that you and another person is the same thing. You want to make your own billboard a bit different so that it can take you far. When you are seen, and they know it's you and not somebody else. So that's what I understand from what you told me. So also, I think he was quite self-explanatory a lot. I don't really have a question that I want to add to him, but I believe we are like over 12 people in this class right now, or 14 or so. So I want some, maybe if you guys have question, either for Ernest or for David, can you guys just drop your question for them and they are going to give you an answer to the question. Does no one have a question that they want to ask? Like you can drop a question maybe from everything you have learned so far. Drop a question, maybe something that is confusing you a bit. Ask a question now you have the chance because you never know when you can see them again. All right. So I'm guessing no question, which is weird. If it was me, I think I would have asked questions. I think when I go for classes, one of the things that I get scared of is asking questions because the I don't ask the question that may seem stupid or the question that may seem dumb, right? But I think the dumbest question are always there's no dumb question because the more dumb question you are asking, the more smarter you are getting. So I think if you have a question maybe on crypto, even if it's unrelated to the class, but it's on crypto or it's on freelancing or it's on delivering service or stuff, you can drop a question and someone within 3 of us here can give you an answer or a very good answer of a way for you to also move around that for yourself. So question is going to really go far for everyone. So I've asked my question. It's somebody asking them my own questions. So just drop your question, even if it's dumb, even if it doesn't make any sense. Just drop the question because it's going to help you out regardless.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Rookie.
Okay. So what I want to ask is kind of related to Forex. I think crypto too.
Okay.
It's about news. Yeah. Like news, how news affects the market. I want to know like how do people interpret the news? I don't know if I'm asking the question correctly. Let's say, for example, now, CPI, what's the other one? PPI. I don't really know how they affect the market. Like, I don't know what they mean exactly. Like, how does what they discuss in the news or what they broadcast in the news tend to affect what's going on in the market? Let's say they can say there's a war going on in this place and this place, and then different things just start to happen.
Okay. So for this question, I think I'll give you a response, and also David and Ernest will also give you a response if they have an opinion on that. So for me personally, in terms of news is just like you're watching the news today and you hear that um what am I going to say example? You hear that they said that they're going to raise tax prices for our imports. That automatically tells you that there's going to be a decline in importation of goods. Your next question goes to which goods are being imported. Once you know that those goods, your brain tells you these goods are about to be expensive. That's just basically what the news does. So news is like sometimes a news can come out. It's not like it always plays out. News is just one of the ways that help you make good financial decision in terms of trading. It doesn't like it's not the only way, but it's just one of the ways, right? So in terms of forex, you add news analysis. In terms of crypto, you add the news and then the other things you have already found about that crypto, you add it together to then make a final decision. So news is just one way that helps you make a good decision. If you want to buy the currency, you check the news, and the news favors buying the currency. You want to import something, you want to buy an imported product that is already in Nigeria. You want to buy it for 500 naira. But then when you take the news, you are seeing that Tinubu is going to raise tax prices. That automatically tells you that these goods you are buying for 500 naira may start becoming more expensive, right? So it's now up to you to know if it's a good idea to buy it now or if it's a good idea to buy it later. That is what I think about news. News just helps. It's not the only way, but it helps you. I know your question is like how how can the cryptocurrency news, how can the news, how do you predict it? How do you know? There's no particular way of predicting. It's just when you hear the news, you now interpret it and know what it's telling you. You feel me? I am going to increase tax price of all public transport in Enugu or in Nigeria. That automatically tells you that price of transport is about to increase. I'm going to decrease tax price in the whole Nigeria. That means that I'm going to decrease tax price of transport companies in the whole Nigeria. That tells you that cost of transport is about to decrease. So the news, when it comes out, you interpret it. So there's no particular way of saying this is what the news will be, but it's more like when the news comes out, you interpret it and then make a decision from that. So I don't know if Ernest or David has another opinion of that, but they can speak and tell you what they think about the news.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to just give some clue about news, yeah, because a lot of people news itself. Let me just talk about what is news in the forex market. Yeah, because a lot of traders are fundamental traders. What did I mean by fundamental traders? They are those people that nothing concerns them about technical analysis, about candlestick pattern, and so on. They don't involve on that. They don't pay attention on what is candlestick, how did it move, what is uptrend, what is downtrend. They don't involve themselves on that. So fundamental analysts are just mainly news takers, and they are the most risk takers in the world, in the forex markets. Yeah. So coming to what you are asking about news in particular, you talked about CPI news and the PPI news. We have a lot of news: CPI news, Consumer Price Index, and PPI news, and Producer Price Index. So these news are heavy news. There are some news that will be released and it won't affect the market. It won't affect the structure of the market. While some will be released, it will affect what? The structure of the market. We have two forms of news. For some people that do not understand what we are talking here, we have two forms of news: light news and heavy news. You understand? So CPIs and PPI news are heavy news, which can change what? The structure of the market. As Morgan have said earlier, that you cannot actually dictate it unless you are the one giving out the news or you know someone giving out the news. Yeah. For example, the consumer price index. For example, you talked about the consumer price index, you the rookie. So coming to the consumer price index, as Morgan have said earlier, in a scenario whereby the number of consumer of, let me say, for example, in USA or in Nigeria now, number of people consuming Milo in Nigeria now have increased, meaning that there is more what? Importation, or the more consumption of what? Milo in Nigeria. So whenever there is a releasing of CPI news, and CPI news is high, so that there is more what? Consumption of what? Any particular product. What it means is that people are keep on what? Appreciating what? Dollar. And whenever there is a more production, or whenever there is a consumption of a particular product, normal economics is that people, external bodies will still come into the country, exchange their currency. For example, euro, for example, exchange their euro to buy what? To buy those Milo. Euro, they will exchange euro to what? USDT, buy those what? Products, and then what? And then go back. So any increase or decrease in that particular currency will increase what? That particular currency. So USDT or USD as a currency, as a foreign currency, will keep on appreciating because there's a lot of what? Consumption of what? Those products is being produced on what? On USA. So there is no way you can actually know when a particular currency is going to increase or decrease whenever there is a news release. So unless you are the one giving out the news. So the main thing is that whenever there is a news and you want to take high risk, you can trade what? You can trade it, you can buy or sell. But you cannot know exactly what is going to happen on that news. You can't, nobody can know. Nobody can't know exactly what is going to happen. Both, even if you are happy Forex or you are whatsoever, you can't know because you're not the one giving out that news. There is no technical analysis being attached to news. There is no. So it's just a game of luck and a game of risk. So whenever there is risk, I normally say that you can just end your trade for that day. Allow the news to happen, and then you can continue to trade or do your analysis. So that is the only advice I can give you. Instead of you trying to catch 20 pips or 10 pips or 30 pips. So it's better you leave it, allow it to settle, let that news happen on its own. It's just a natural disaster in the forex market. Let it happen on its own, and then wait for a what? A retracement or whatsoever you want to see in the market structure to happen before you continue to trading or do analysis. So that is all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much. So, Rookie, does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Huh?
Yeah, it does.
All right, all right. Does anyone else have a question? Or does anyone have a question they want to ask? Any other question that anyone would like to see or would like to hear, or otherwise, we're likely going to call it a class today. All right, so thank you guys. Thank you everyone that came to this class. It's been a good one. We're not a lot, but people that showed up did show up, and I'm very grateful you guys did. Thank you, David. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you for putting up, even though it came at a short notice. And thank you everyone that is in this class today, because it also came at a short notice for you all. But you guys still turned up for the class, ready to learn. I really appreciate you all, and it was a good class, I would say. The class was recorded, so I'm going to share the recorded session either on WhatsApp, or I'll communicate where I'll share it for everyone to watch. But overall, it's been a good class and a very enjoying one. And so I really, really thank you guys. And I'll say this is the end of our class today. And so I will say good night. And if you have questions, of course, you're in my group. You can text me and ask me any question if you want, or you can ask it on the group too for everyone to see. But in general, thank you guys again for everything. And thank you guys for being here. If you have questions for Ernest, maybe David, they are also in the group. So you can ask question there, refer to them, and will definitely get back to you also. So that's all I'll say. Anyways, thank you so much for today, guys, and see you all next time. Good night.